Hey, welcome to the Greater You. Good to see you guys this week. So we've got a cool topic for the day. We've talked about focus a lot, but this is a different branch or area of focus that we wanted to discuss today. And this is actually like cognitive focus, mental focus. So over the years, as you guys know, I've been in this industry since the late 90s, early 2000s, and have been working with people for ever since that time and have loved every minute of it. Yes, challenging times, but at times, but it's just overall been a really fulfilling career. One of the main challenges that have entered into my office through the years of counseling and coaching are people who struggle with focus. This is pretty pervasive. It's a huge percentage of the population. And I was just working on yet another certification, me and my perpetual desire for education. I'm doing a 30-hour program to get an additional certification in treatment of ADHD for the people that I need to work with that have actual, clinically diagnosed focus issues. However, as I was going through that training, Dr. Edward Hallowell and Dr. John Rady there, they have been awesome in the field of helping people with focus. Massive progress has been made with all the work and effort they've put into it. They've got some great books out there. And I was going through a particular part of our training today, and this stuff just jumped off the page to me, and I felt like it needed to be shared with all of you. For anyone that has any type of focus issue, there's some good data behind these three concepts here to think about in ways to improve your own focus. Or maybe you have a child that's struggling with focus in school or whatever. And we've done a ton of parent coaching for parents that have children who struggle with focus in school. And interesting overlap, just to give you a little side note here, with my martial arts school that we also train in and that I've been in for most of my professional life as well. Clearly, we see parents bringing in kids to uh, the martial arts program because of focus issues. Well, there's good news. The first point here in helping any of you with focus, myself included, is to remember to move. There's interesting data that the cerebellum, that part of your brain that's got a ton of neural connections in it, it's at the back bottom part of the brain. The cerebellum is actually tied in with focus. And we're seeing that as you train your body with exercise and balance, so even exercise that focuses on balance stuff, so martial arts can do that. You've got, obviously gymnastics, and you've got skiing and snowboarding and skateboarding and all these different things, surfing, all these different things, cycling that challenge your balance. Even track and field would, I think, jump into that, and even soccer. I mean, anything where you're at points in your movement, you're having to move and shift your body and focus on body weight and be able to balance on one foot at times and moments. Those types of exercise programs are helpful in improving focus in other areas. So if you move your body, on a regular basis, we recommend most days of the week for upwards of an hour, finding some sort of program or exercise program or whatever, that movement is going to help you focus, not just because it makes you feel better and releases endorphins, which it does all that stuff too, helps balance out brain chemistry. We all know that too, but it actually can really help specifically with the wiring around focus. So that's point number one. Point number two is to connect to others. You'll hear us talk about this a lot. It's one of our 7 areas of wellness that we talk about a lot. It helps with every area of our well-being. We're finding that with people who have focus challenges, they sometimes can feel isolated, alone in their challenges and difficulties. So the word here is for people with focus issues to connect to others, other people that have struggled with focus, reaching out and finding ways to build a support network so that you're not alone. Generally speaking, suffering alone with any challenge is contraindicated, right? Let's make sure that we're connecting with people and trying to create real connections. Sure, virtual connections can be great, but we also want to add in there in-person connecting is really important for people with focus issues, being able to be and do things together, whether you're going bowling, golfing, or whatever you're doing, or just hanging out. playing cards or video games with your buddies, try doing it in person, right? See what you can do there and build connection. Connection is huge for the well-being of all of us and also for people who struggle with focus issues. That's point number two. Point number three is to embrace your creativity and curiosity because things like ADHD and that kind of stuff, any area, even like dyslexia, things that tend to hit us in our learning in our world of academia, there's so much shame that has been built up around, the hyperactive child, right? Well, what if they just have more energy than you? What if they learn how to channel that energy into creativity and curiosity? What if they pull an Albert Einstein and come up with a theory that none of us can even think of because their brains are running faster? Embrace your creativity, embrace your curiosity, find healthy ways to channel that. And it will help you with your focus because then you're giving that energy, that motor inside of you, a home. You're giving it a focus or a place to go and be. The ability to hyper-focus is not really a problem when that hyper-focus is on doing something meaningful, right? Or even just something fun for a while, right? So embracing your creativity and curiosity as a person who challenges with focus issues will up your own well-being and help you embrace the strengths around the challenges around focus. These people have great creativity and curiosity. Embrace it, and the world will be better because of it. So I view people with focus issues as a difference. I don't really even view it as a disability or a dysfunction. I hate those words. They're so negative. Maybe I've got focus issues too. I'm definitely a high energy guy. We're all on that spectrum to a degree and probably have some symptoms, but can't we embrace these things and use them to improve our lives and the lives of people around us? Sure, there are challenges that come with this. We know this. I know this. I've lived it. I was the only kid in I think it was like my kindergarten or first grade class that was sent home with a behavior report, right? Because I was the one with high energy in that class. But look at where that energy has taken me, right? And look at where that energy can take you. So this is an awesome thing. I want you to think about that. Look at ways to move your body on the regular, connect to people on the regular, embrace your creativity and curiosity. Like this video if you liked it. We'll talk soon. This was some great stuff. Thank you to Dr. Hallowell and Dr. Rady for their great work in helping people in this area of well-being. So talk to you soon. Thanks.